Survived after a volcano fall. Welcome to RD's video. We are going to look at the fascinating story of a volcanic survivor today. Hosking, who has a strong interest in flying at a young age. As a result of his curiosity, he obtained his helicopter pilot's license at the young age of 16. Hosking is a camera pilot in Hollywood. He was employed in 1992 to fly with Christopher Federer and Mike Benson. They chose the most active of the 5 volcanoes on the island of Hawaii to film scenes of boiling lava for the film Silver. Hosking repeatedly dropped the camera team into the 600-foot deep crater. But after the third low-level pass, the chopper appeared to lose power. The 3 men were suddenly thrown into a thick cloud of smoke. And the steam from the volcano despite a warning light flashing on the control panel. Hosking understood he had to swiftly land the chopper. Hosking's professional knowledge informed him he couldn't land too close to the pool of molten lava because he had only left few seconds before the loss of power turned catatonic. If he did, the helicopter would roll over due to the high incline, killing all 3 of them almost surely. The only choice was to aim for a level spot near the crater center. Unfortunately, the main rotor of the helicopter came apart from the fuselage as it was rapidly falling and crashed with the crater wall. Hosking was able to bring the equipment down safely, but the guys were now trapped inside the volcano at a depth of at least 150 feet. All 3 of them were aware of how harmful the fumes were around them. These included the hazardous irritant hydrogen sulfide and sulfur dioxide. Derry and Benson made the decision to climb the volcano's wall. In the hope that they may discover a route. The fact that some fresh air appeared to be coming down from the rim and that they would suffocate if they didn't leave the volcano soon. Hosking, on the other hand, decided to stay with this helicopter that had crashed because he thought he could fix the broken radio and summon assistance. Daddy and Vincent immediately discovered that climbing a crater's interior was difficult. Any reckless step could easily cause a landslide that would drag them further into danger because the crater's fragile walls were cracking. They climbed the crater very slowly and carefully, but they soon split off. After struggling in the suffocating air for a while, he successfully fixed the helicopter's emergency radio and called for help. Hosking was saved when a daring local pilot took a second fly into the crater. The other two males were far more difficult to rescue. Benson came to the conclusion that waiting for a rescue team was the more wise course of action. He believed that continuing the climb would be too risky. Instead, he made himself comfortable in a little hole and waited rescue. Daddy continued to climb. He believed he would die if he remained in the crater for any longer. He was slowly climbing when he had a terrifying shock. A man-sized object suddenly burst through cloud before crashing into the crater's floor. Daddy was horrified, believing it to be one of his friends, violently dying as they fell. In fact, that was a proof that the rescue effort was finally getting started. The bulky item was a survival kit. In the hopes that it would fall near to the men who were trapped below and be thrown over the cliff. Daddy climbed successfully, but he was coughing and wheezing from the gas effect. Vincent, though he had been stuck more than 24 hours and was starting to suffer. But after a brief while, the haze and smoke disappeared. Even for a little moment, the increased visibility allowed the pilot of another chopper to see the missing man. Benson's shadow form vanished as quickly as it had appeared, but at least the rescue team knew his approximate position. It was deemed too risky to attempt a third trip into the craters under the current conditions. Instead, a 150-foot wire with a large net attached was carefully lowered towards the ridge. Benson eventually succeeded in reaching the net and climbing inside of it. Nearly 2 full days after the first helicopter ride has failed, he was finally rescued and heading to the closest hospital by mid-morning. Finally, a real story with good ending. Each of them had their own individuality to survive inside the volcano. So friends, if you are in tough situation, do not follow any other's advice. Follow your own heart. That will help to solve your problems. If you like this video, share it to your friends. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.